Welcome back to Beyond the Diagnosis. I'm Katie, and this week we're continuing our deep dive into neurodiversity. In episode 3, we laid the foundations by explaining what neurodiversity actually means. Now it's time to break down some of the most common neurodivergencies: ADHD, autism, dyslexia, and more, in a way that feels real, not textbook, because chances are you've heard these words thrown around, maybe even used casually on social media. What do they really mean? And when it comes to real life, that's what we're unpacking today. Let's start with ADHD, attention deficient hyperactive disorder. ADHD isn't just about being hyper or unable to focus. For many, it looks like difficulty with executive functioning, things like planning, starting tasks, or remembering appointments. It can mean racing thoughts, emotional intensity, and yes, sometimes hyperactivity. But here's the thing, ADHD also often comes with creativity, energy, and the ability to think outside the box. It's not a weakness, it's a different brain wiring. Now, autism. This is often misunderstood. Autism isn't a single experience, it's a wave. Some people might need high levels of support with day-to-day living, while others might live independently but struggle with social communication or sensory overload. People with autism often describe experiences seeing the world very intensely, whether that's sound, light, or emotions. And while society sometimes focuses on deficits, many autistic people bring strengths like pattern recognition, deep focus, and honesty. Next up, dyslexia. Most people think it's just about mixing letters up or struggling to read, but it's more complex than that. Dyslexia affects how the brain processes language. Reading, spelling, and writing can be challenging. Dyslexia does not mean someone isn't intelligent. In fact, many people with dyslexia are brilliant problem solvers, high creativity, and strong in visual or hands-on learning. Now, you wouldn't know that I have dyslexia, but I do, because I can mess up certain words that seem right in a text, like even messing up my words because I can't figure out what to say properly. But the thing is, you wouldn't realise I have it because unless I told you I had it. And that's the difference. If somebody doesn't tell you they have a condition, sometimes you'll never know because they're masking it. Obviously, and beyond the labels, and here's what's important: ADHD, autism, dyslexia, and other forms of neurodivergency aren't just labels. They are a way people experience the world. They come with challenges, yes, but also unique strengths. Neurodiversity is about shifting the conversation away from disorder, instead asking how can we create a world that works for different kinds of brains. That's our deep dive for today. Hopefully you walk away with a clearer understanding of what these terms mean and what they don't. Next week we'll dig even deeper into lived experiences. We'll talk about what daily life looks like for neurodivergent people and how we can better support each other. Thanks for listening to Beyond the Diagnosis. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and also always remember you are not alone.